Hello beautiful souls, I welcome you back to a new spiritual movie and message from
Nature by Naira's Art.
Some people cannot handle rejection. Every rejection weighs very heavily on them. The pain of a love that rejects you can be heavy. But there is always a reason. Maybe you treated the person unfairly. Or perhaps it actually means that space needs to be made so that something better can come into your life that is meant for you. Some people are your happiness, and some people are a lesson. Felicia receives a visit from her niece, who has just come out of a relationship she wished still existed. Felicia tells her that she should never pursue someone who doesn't want her. If you have sincerely lived with someone who lets you go, someone better will always come into your life. Felicia tells her a story about a bitter woman who could not handle rejection, and how far the woman went, because the man no longer wanted her. In this case, the woman was not a good wife for the man. She cheated, and no matter how well he treated her and how always he was there for her, it was never enough for her. He decided to choose himself and end the relationship, and only then did she realize what she had lost. But by then it was too late. The man felt a terrible thing after leaving her. He felt the urge to go back to her and make amends. But his higher self spoke to him, and it didn't feel right. His consciousness remained strongly present. He knew that he was leaving because she could not be trusted. He immediately sought help and confided his problem to a trustworthy person. He explained why he had left the woman, and that the feeling he had was therefore wrong. The feeling was accompanied by physical pain, and he was immediately offered help by the man and his wife. The man was in so much pain. The pain was fighting with his higher self to go along with the pain of loss, of a woman who treated him badly. His ex-wife did not know what kind of trouble she had gotten herself into. The man was heavily protected against any curse that might be placed upon him. Some people are better left uncursed. The seer, the high priest to whom he went for help, saw everything the woman had undergone in terms of evil deeds to win him back. The man had received a piece of jewelry that was supposedly a gift from his mother. But in reality, the jewelry was a love curse from the woman he had left. The high priestess had seen how the man's ornament was the problem. But because the man did not know how to resist the feeling and urge to return, they decided to help him with a ritual to remove the curse. The woman prepared her healing place after she had burned and destroyed the ornament. Then she cleansed his energy so that his own energy remained at its own frequency to keep his consciousness in contact. Afterwards, they can remove the curse with the drums and dance and healing energy. The man was strong, and her protection was strong. The drum and the sound of shaking sea and ocean, the sounds of the sea salt and the footsteps of the dancing, crept through the man's soul. The sounds fought against the curse just as the organs in your body fight and cause a sensation of pain to remove the dead cells from your body. The sounds of the music brought his vibration back into balance, placing him back at a higher frequency that could block any curse. His higher self still held all power over his consciousness and the love for himself in his soul. He has always fought for himself to preserve his inner strength and love for himself. And so the man regained his strength. The man was very lucky with the spiritual guides and protectors he carries with him. A curse never works on someone who is in a high frequency and has strong spiritual protection. It just doesn't mean that it can't be felt. A spiritual attack is always felt. An alarm goes off immediately that works on intuition as a probability. If you feel that you suddenly feel unwell, or sleep poorly, or hear a low ringing in your right ear, and the feeling is not as you are used to daily, then it may be that you are being spiritually attacked. Make sure that if you feel that, you call all your energy back, and that you send all energy that is not yours back to where it came from. Always wash yourself with sea salt and herbs for a spiritual bath. And use a wooden incense stick to cleanse yourself. Make sure the windows are open when you use the incense. When you have used the wooden incense to cleanse yourself, you can close the windows again and use the incense again to strengthen your energy. is important that you know your own worth. You deserve to be treated with respect and love, just as you would treat others. If someone thinks you must accept bad treatment for love, that is not love but emotional abuse. That is a person who possesses no love for themselves. Everyone deserves to be happy. It is your birthright to be happy. And anyone who thinks you do not deserve that does not belong in your life. Let no one ever convince you that they deserve emotional abuse, infidelity, and a loveless relationship. People who use rituals to harm others or bend them to their own will always bear the consequences of their evil deeds, no matter how justified it may seem to them. Often, these kinds of people think they can make their evil deeds disappear if they subsequently perform a few good deeds that will paint a beautiful picture of them in the eyes of man. While they consciously intended to destroy and curse others for their own benefit, they do not realize that by doing so, they have surrendered their soul to the satanic system to perform their evil work for them. The consequences can sometimes weigh much worse than they wished upon the person. How heavy and low the frequency of their heart and energy weighs is always felt. The universe knows immediately that they will never learn from their actions. Therefore, always be sincere with yourself and others. We need people who love themselves in this life. They will never think of having control over another or wanting to destroy another. I thank everyone for watching and listening. And until next time, bye-bye.